Netflix's historical drama The Last Kingdom just aired in March after 7 long years. The cast had a lot to say about what it's like working on set with each other, and for today's video, we'll be sharing with you what a cast member had to say about his co-star. The Last Kingdom's Aldhelm star opens up on sensitive Alexander Dreymon, but is it in a good way or a bad way? Keep on watching to know more. First up, The Last Kingdom's Aldhelm star opens up on sensitive Alexander Dreymon. James Northcote starred in The Last Kingdom as Aldhelm, the right-hand man and strategic advisor to Lord Aethelred, who later on shifted his allegiance to Lady Aethelflaed. In a past interview, the Aldhelm actor shared what it's like to work with Alexander Dreymon, especially since the latter was allowed to direct one of the episodes in the series. He sang praises of Dreymon, but even went as far as to say that he loved working with him as the series director. Everyone was really excited about the moment that he stepped on set and took on that role, because watching him work as an actor, you know that he has this incredible holistic view of the show, and the world, and his character, who is so central to the story. Northcote commented about the experience. He further added, "So knowing that he was going to bring all of that to this season and to his episode meant that it was really exciting to get to be a part of that. For me personally, it just had such a great experience of being on set with him." In season 2, Aldhelm makes his first appearance in the series, assisting Lord Ceowulf, played by David Grant, in his quest to meet King Alfred, who is portrayed by David Dawson. As the Danes moved in and began their raid, Alfred wanted to discuss Mercia's need for more warriors. Aldhelm served as Aethelred's strategic advisor and right-hand man, although he ultimately concluded that Aethelflaed would be a superior ruler of Mercia. He continued to encourage and guide Aethelflaed during her reign after Aethelred's death in season 4. Although Aldhelm is simply a secondary character in the Saxon Stories, his importance in the TV production was acknowledged. Aldhelm also appears in the second episode of the series, directed by Alexander Dreymon, who portrays the lead role of Uhtred of Bebbanburg. Northcote further described Dreymon as sensitive to performance, playful, and willing to adjust when working behind the camera. According to him, Dreymon was bent on working at the most exciting version of the scene, which was a relief to Northcote. Seeing Dreymon switch between being an actor to director to being an actor once again made Northcote's mind slightly explode, and even described this event as real kind of magic moment. Next, The Last Kingdom's Alexander Dreymon gets candid about his directorial debut in season 5. Alexander Dreymon is most known for his role as Uhtred of Bebbanburg in the Netflix's historical drama The Last Kingdom. Dreymon talked about his directorial debut ahead of the 5th season of this critically acclaimed sitcom. The actor talked about making his directorial debut on the 2nd episode of the season before it returned in March. In an interview with Express, Dreymon shared what he thought about working in front of and behind the camera, and began by conveying his gratitude for giving him the opportunity to do so and placing their trust in him. It's a huge production with a lot of moving parts, very technical aspects, and I spent as much time in front of the camera as I did behind the camera, so I was definitely thrown into the deep end, but I completely fell in love with it, Dreymon revealed. He also said that there's no way to know the scope of the director's responsibilities and what it takes to bear that weight of those responsibilities until one has experienced the situation personally. He admitted that he was not aware of such responsibilities until he ventured into directing, and now that he has the experience, he showed more honor and respect for those staff and crew who are responsible for that aspect. The experience also ignited his will to do more for the directors and help them in ways he can now more than ever, so that the directors can finish their job faster, seeing as there are a lot of tasks involved in said role. I think in the future, in any way that I can take weight off their shoulders in a productive way in my role as an actor, I'll endeavor to do so, he concluded. And now, Seven Kings Must Die, a standalone sequel, will be released in 2023. Following the conclusion of Netflix's The Last Kingdom, the epic conclusion of Uhtred of Bebbanburg's narrative will be recounted in the film Seven Kings Must Die. This upcoming Netflix original fictional historical film drama is a sequel to the television series, The Last Kingdom. The adaptation of Bernard Cornwell's magnificent The Saxon Stories novels continues with this film. The Last Kingdom was picked up by Netflix after the BBC canceled it after only 2 seasons. The streaming firm had already been collaborating with the BBC on the drama, as The Last Kingdom was already available as a Netflix original outside of the United Kingdom. 3 more fantastic seasons were made, and with the film coming out soon, we'll get to catch a dramatic conclusion to the story of Uhtred of Bebbanburg. According to a clapper, the film will be directed by British director Ed Bazalgette. Bazalgette has directed episodes of The Last Kingdom in seasons 3 and 4, as well as serving as an executive producer on the 4th season. Bazalgette's other credits include Poldark, Doctor Who, Versailles, and Netflix's The Witcher. So far, no official storyline has been released, but if we're following the source material, we may have an idea or two of what's to come in this feature. To keep the peace, Uhtred swore to be independent of any war between King Constantine of Alba and King Edward of Wessex after successfully reclaiming his ancestral home. However, an independent Bebbanburg puts Edward's ambition of a united England in jeopardy. Will another Wessex king betray Uhtred and go against his word? All Uhtred wants is to live out his days in peace at Bebbanburg, but fate has other plans, and Uhtred will once again be at the center of molding England's future. Alexander Dreymon will return to reprise his role as Alexander Dreymon will be back as Uhtred of Bebbanburg. According to an earlier post of Dreymon, fans may see Mark Rowley as Finan return. According to a previous Dreymon article, characters that survive at the end of Season 5 of The Last Kingdom will appear in the Seven Kings Must Die movie. Furthermore, they appear in the final 3 books of the Saxon Stories. Some of the cast members we think may return include Ruby Hartley as Stioria, Timothy Enos as King Edward, Rod Hallett as King Constantine, Sonia Cassidy as Eadgifu, Harry Gilby as Aethelstan, Ewan Herux as Aethelward, Mark Rowley as Finan, Fia Saban as Aethelwyn, Ollie Rhodes as Osbert, Arnis Vardaravicius as Sithric, Kavan Clerkin as Father Perlig, Stephanie Martini as Lady Edith, Ava Brethisnell as Abeshild, Ryan Quarmby as Sinleaf, and Patrick Robinson as Father Benedict. Unfortunately, Eliza Butterworth won't be returning as Elswith this time around due to conflicting schedules, but it's nice to know that most of the cast will return for the movie. The actress was supposed to appear in the film adaptation of The Last Kingdom, but she had to transfer to Tenerife for her next series, A Town Called Malice. She confirmed that she was unable to participate in The Seven Kings Must Die due to a schedule difficulty. Finally, rumors of The Last Kingdom having another season are circulating because of what one cast member had to say. Although Netflix has been pretty firm in its decisions, one cast member says that the series may pick up yet another season after the sequel film airs in 2023. Eystein Sigurðsson, a series regular, feels The Last Kingdom will have a new lease on life after the impending film next year. In the 4th season, Eystein was cast as a Viking warlord, Sigtrygr, Uhtred's son-in-law, though his marriage to Stiora, Uhtred's daughter, played by Ruby Hartley. In the most recent season, the clever Dane became a reluctant ally to Uhtred and a fan favorite for those who have stuck with the series over the years. Last April, after the last season of The Last Kingdom had brought the gripping historical drama to a fittingly spectacular conclusion, Eystein praised viewers for keeping the show alive for 5 seasons. Netflix's most recent seasons have received critical acclaim, as well as some of the highest viewership figures in the company's history. Even though it only has 5 seasons, it has one of the largest fan bases of any historical series in recent years. Although Seven Kings Must Die will hopefully bring Uhtred's narrative to a satisfying finish, some fans may be unhappy if some of their favorite characters do not appear. Eystein appears to believe that The Last Kingdom's audience is large enough to warrant more seasons, or even a spin-off centered on popular side characters or a brand new cast. And with that, we're wrapping up today's video about James Northcote has to say about Alexander Dreymon as a director. Are you looking forward to the series' standalone sequel? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with that notification bell on for more videos like these. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.